Welcome to the Stripped Podcast. This is your host, Allison Lassard. Let's get into it. You don't attract when you chase. You attract when you're turned on by what lights you the fuck up. We've all been there, overthinking, chasing, gripping. But here's what no one tells you, your joy and being turned on by your own life is your most potent attraction strategy. Okay, let's dive in. If you've been feeling a little off lately, which it's a very intense eclipse season astrologically, it just seems like everyone's going through like an ending, a transition, something challenging. So if you've been going through this, obsessing, I don't know, about money, a relationship, a client, a launch, a conversation that didn't go the way you were hoping, this is your reminder. No, you're not crazy. You're just disconnected from your turn on and your power. And this episode is just a reminder to come back home to yourself. This is where the magic happens. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Attraction doesn't come from like over efforting. It comes from energetic embodiment, from how deeply in your own orbit happily that you are. You're magnetic when you're present like that, when you're radically alive, grounded, again, lit the fuck up. Not when you're stuck in your head, refreshing your phone, waiting for someone to choose you. It's so easy to get caught chasing things that feel always a little out of reach, like the lover, the money, the client, the breakthrough, the dopamine hit. But when you're in your body turned inward, like your attention is inward, and you're doing things that make you feel excited and sensual and creative and playful, that's when everything starts coming to you. When you're full of your own joy, when you're obsessed with your own life, you become magnetic as hell. Think about the metaphor of like the bee and the flower, because I always like to give this to people. It doesn't matter what your gender is. Like a flower, let's say you're a rose. It's just chilling there. It's like beautiful. It smells good. It's blooming. It's open. The bees are just coming to hang out and chill. They're coming to pollinate, whatever. And so you have to remember that the flower isn't trying. It's just hanging out. And this is the energy that you need to embrace in terms of just focusing on being the most radiant version of yourself, because it gets to be easier. Or again, another metaphor I love is to be the ovum. My teacher told me this once. Like the sperm are the ones rushing towards the egg, right? I want to get in there. I want to like implant myself. The egg is chilling. The egg is just being. And you get to be like that. That's how it gets to be. It doesn't mean you don't do anything. It doesn't mean that you don't pursue things or take any action. It's that a state of receptivity is not a state of forcing or pushing or controlling. Okay? So you've got to stop abandoning yourself. That's when the thing you've been trying to chase starts to chase you. Again, joy is the power, pleasure is the portal. And I felt that big time this week, so I'll just share a little bit. I woke up on Monday and I just wasn't feeling very energized. I was feeling kind of emotional. I have a lot, I'm going through a lot of transitions myself. A lot of them are positive, but there's still a lot on my mind, and a lot of things that are in flux. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to push. I'm not going to force anything. I'm going to take my time. I did my morning rituals, my meditation, my morning pages from The Artist Way, which are just like 3 freestyle brain dump pages. And I had my coffee. I also like to usually watch something or listen to something inspiring in the morning that sparks me like creatively. So maybe it's a video, something on YouTube, a podcast, music, maybe Pinterest, whatever feels activating. I got to about the point where I was ready to do some work and my body was just saying no. It was like, you need to rest. So what did I do? It was about 1:32 p.m. I closed the laptop. I went in the bathroom, lit a candle, took a bath, like a long one, like 45 minutes. I think I listened to some music in there, just relaxed. No shame, period. It's like, this is what my body needs today. Today is not going to be a productivity day. It's going to be a reset day. Then I got out of the tub and I'm like, what do I want to do now? What would feel the best? And I decided to update my vision board, which I keep on my phone as my background so that I'm looking at it all the time. I make them on Canva. And it needs to be activating. It needs to make me feel something in the direction of like where I want to be going. So I refreshed that. I immediately felt good. I was like, yes, this is definitely it right now. It moved me. And then I spent the rest of the day, whatever. I think I cooked, I did some movement, I exercised, I read my book at night, and I had a great night's sleep. The next day, I did the same thing. I was like, let me focus on my joy. I need to reset. What is going to excite me this morning? And again, I kind of thought I would wake up the next day and be like, all right, I got to be productive. I got to do the things. But I had another sort of just creative day like that. And I also ended up buying my music gear. I've been talking about like prioritizing joy in 2025. And part of that for me was incorporating more hobbies because I spent, again, so much time just working. And one of the hobbies that I've been wanting to do is music production. So get like a little controller, MIDI controller, and get the software. So I finally invested, bought the controller. It's on its way. And it just excites. I love music. Creativity turns me on, not just for a business goal, not just for content, because I fucking love it. And what do you know? After 2 days like that, only 2 days, sometimes it's 24 hours, things started flowing again. I got a few messages that I was waiting for, some clarity dropped in, my energy came back. It was that quick. But the shift happened when I stopped trying to figure it all out. I just let myself feel good. I'll tell you guys a little story about not trying so hard. I think of this a lot too, along with being the ovum or being the rose that the bees are coming to happily landing on. This is a long time ago. I was dating someone and we used to go out with his friends to play pool. And these were like shitty dive bars that smelled like piss and like cheap beer and cigarettes, right? So you're not going in your nicest clothes. You're like, okay, I'm going to go in my jeans, right? Relax, t-shirt, tank top, whatever. And that's how a few of us did. Confident. Like it doesn't matter what you're fucking wearing. And also you're not like whatever. You're going there to play pool and hang out and talk. Like if something happens, great. If it doesn't, who cares? Great. But one of the friends was so desperate to get a girlfriend that when we would go, he would try so hard. He would like put on a super nice button down shirt and like cologne and all the things. And I'm not saying don't put in any effort at all, but it's like, dude, first of all, you stick out like a fucking sore thumb. Second of all, you're a handsome guy already. Like everyone in the group was good looking. It wasn't an issue. It's like he wasn't confident. He didn't believe that he could attract a woman by just being himself and having fun, right? Whilst the other guys had zero issues picking up women because it was like they didn't fucking care. It's like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but they weren't desperate. And therefore, they didn't have any problems, This is the attitude that you need to adopt. There's like this unbothered radiance that is so appealing. It is so attractive. Like people will literally, you'll go from 0 to 100. Like you'll be like non-existent and all of a sudden people are looking at you, you're getting their attention. And it really is not about your looks. You can try a little bit with how you look and feel good about yourself, but that's not it. I used to test this all the time with my sister who's younger than me. She's like 12 years younger, half sister. And she's super cute, but I would be like, look, I'm going to not even try. I'm going to wear sweatpants. I'm going to cover from head to toe. And we would be out walking. And even the homeless people would be looking at me like, you look good today or whatever. And I would look at her and be like, do you see what I mean? It's not about what you're wearing. It's not that you have to be perfect all the time. It's your vibe. It's your energy that people are attracted to. When you feel confident, it doesn't fucking matter. So that's how you become magnetic, you guys, and attractive to the things you want, whatever it is, romance, money, new opportunities. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to figure it all out right now. You don't need to chase to be chosen or seen or successful. You don't need to earn your joy by burning yourself out or overextending or strategizing until you want to throw up. You just need to come home to your own energy, to get turned on by your own life. Like, are you obsessed with your life? Because if you're not obsessed with it, why do you think that other people are going to be? Why do they want to be around you? Think about it. I know that a lot of us have a lot of hangups. People have a lot of hangups around turn on or sensuality or even sexuality and sex. It's like your sexual energy is your life force. It's not just the thing that creates babies. It's like your creative energy. It's your aura. It's like the thing that makes your auric field expand. And that is why people notice you and want to be around you and are pulled into your orbit. And that's something I help people with. And I'm a huge permission slip. Like, if you want to be more liberated in that way and feel more unapologetic about it, you are definitely in the right place. It can be triggering, you know. I definitely trigger people a lot. I'm an activator. I'm definitely a catalyst, but it's so once you get past that and you're not afraid anymore and you're just like, I don't care how people perceive me, like I'm happy, period. It is so, oh my God, it feels like such a deep exhale. It is so much more fun, you guys. So that's it. Start there. Everything starts to meet you where you are, truly. And if this is hitting for you and you're like, wow, I really want to know more, like, where am I leaking my energy? What's actually in the way? How do I shift into this magnetic, hot bitch, hot dude, whatever, most powerful version, sexiest, most unbothered version of you? I can help you with that. I would love to support you, actually. I offer 60-minute clarity sessions. You can book that at the link in the show notes. And the way I work is like this. It's very blunt. It's also very intuitive. It's grounded in Tibetan Buddhist tradition as well. So meditation practices, philosophy, I weave all that in. The legit shit. So you will walk away with, real insight, clear direction, a hell of a lot more peace. That is my specialty. In addition to activating you and helping you tap into your deepest desires, also deepest fears, but we'll go there and we will clear those up and integrate them. I love doing shadow work, playful shadow work. So again, link is in the show notes. I'm here for you if it's your time to shine. Otherwise, love you guys so much, and I will catch you on the next one.